Dear Diary. Another day. Another day has passed, and we're getting closer to Halloween. And, stream today was pretty good, I didn't have many viewers, averaged the one, which I'm pretty sure is probably myself. So, that's nothing new, but, it was a good stream either way. I got a lot done and had a good time. Though I didn't listen to the normal music I listened to. I branched out and was listening to some Gunship. I like Gunship. They have pretty good songs. Weaponized Love is just a great song. But I've been thinking of designs for the new base. Also, I'm sorry if you hear clicking, Diary. I'm cleaning a mouse right now. But I've been thinking of new designs for the base. And honestly, what I want to do is I want to have like a block design where it's like, oh, for every 100 foot, it's a 100 by 100 foot block, and whatever I don't fit in there, I can just stuff full of solar panels and then not have to worry about it. Which I think that would work good. But I've also got to think about how the trains move in, which, empty spots with solar panels. And as long as I keep everything somewhat flat, like I don't have trains going through sections, it'll be fine. I don't know how well I'm gonna work with the elevated rails, but I do kind of want to work with them. So, this happened before stream, but, it's something to talk about. The cats at my house, there's 3 cats. There's one older one, there's 2 that are about the same age, I want to say. I'm not sure on the one, because he was a stray. But, I got them both fixed, so that I wouldn't have to worry about kittens or anything, because, the male was jumping all over the female all the time. It was not very good, so we got them both fixed. Well, look at the mouse again. The female, she's, calmed down a lot, and the male has too, but I think he's got a lot of pent-up energy that he needs to get out, because, well, he runs around, he climbs on everything, and I guess he's trying to play with the other cats, and then they're not wanting to play back, so they get mad and hiss and growl and cat noises. And I think he just needs like someone to play with him for like an hour or 2 a day, and then I think he'd be fine. But this morning he was chasing every cat around the house, and then he was like throwing hands with them basically. I don't know, I think he needs something to help get all that energy out. Kind of like a dog who never gets walked. So they're very energetic. But it makes sense, you were stuck in a house all day, 24/7, you'd be begging for something to do. So, I guess I can talk about what all went on with stream today. So, one of the big things I did was I actually set up a new oil spot. And I'm not really struggling on oil or anything, but I kind of want to upscale production whenever I build the new base, and it's good to have. What's great about it, though, is I ended up getting this oil spot because I built a tank, and I loaded it with a bunch of shells, and, you know, I started clearing out a bunch of nests around the area, because there's a bunch of ore patches that I want, and that oil was just one of them, and I was like, oh, might as well grab this and set it up as the first, you know, train stop, because that's just how it generated, you know. I'm gonna go around and then hit the oil first, and then hit the iron, the copper, the stone, the uranium, all that kind of stuff. But I got oil set up. I'm gonna try and set up the iron tomorrow, because I need the iron for my steel, and I think that'll be fine. Sorry if you heard that, blew on the mouse to get rid of all of this. I don't know what it is. I think it's just dust and like oil from your hands. I don't know. It's in like the grooves. So I got a bobby pin, and I'm just kind of scraping it along. So I was working on the space station a little bit too. I kind of grew it out a bit because honestly it needs to be bigger, and I think you have to treat them like trains. That's what I'm thinking, because that's just, it seems like that's how they're set up. And if you have a space station that, you know, its sole purpose is to move all your science packs from one planet to your main space station that does the research, then it needs to be pretty small and be like a cargo spaceship, which honestly is a cool feature, but it's not something I didn't expect. But I also never played the original mod, because the guy who made the mod was a big guy on the DLC, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's not very often you get to see mod makers who end up getting pulled on the team. And I can see, because, you know, I watched a playthrough of the mod or two, and I can see improvements. I definitely can. Not nearly as grindy. So, today was a lot of brain work. I was really trying to figure everything out. I reworked a bunch of the rails. I got everything set up, and really I was just trying to lay the groundwork. The new train system is actually pretty nice. I'm liking it. There's like stops that can happen automatically, like they kind of interrupt and then they just happen whenever you need them to, and you can set it up all the way you need it. I set it up so like if they run below half fuel, they'll go to well, I called it the refuel station. Exactly what it does, it just refuels them. And this will happen just whenever they need it. And I think it's a great change. So I did unlock 3 of the planets. I could technically go to them, but my space station's just not ready, and I'm trying to keep the base that I have now. Really, I got it fortified so I can leave, but it's not making the resources I need right now. Like steel, that's the big thing holding me back right now. I'm trying to fix that. I'm just taking my time, really, and you know, that's not a bad thing. I'm enjoying it either way. So I did set up a bot mall, you know, where you have robots bring all the resources in, and then it spits the finished product out into a chest that the robots can access. So it basically just makes it for you. You don't have to run belts or anything to it, and it's really nice actually. But with the new update, like the DLC, it's kind of worse now, because really you can do it the way before, but if you really want to get everything out of it, you're going to want to use quality. and the bot mall is not going to be consistent on quality. It's just going to spit out random stuff, and that's why you got like the recycler and stuff, which is honestly what I'm going for. And I think that it'll be good. But, you know, the bot mall is just not as widely usable. Which is fine, because, you know, when I rebuild the base, hopefully I shouldn't have anything like a bot mall. It should just be, you know, this resource is where I need it, and this resource is where I need it, and it's all neatly organized. I think that'll be really helpful. Some of the stuff that I did today, I got my space science. I got the production of it up to 60 science per minute, which is nice. Still a little, it chugs a little right now because I need more collectors on the space station, which, you know, I'm working on. And then I've already got them actually hooked up. I just need to build them and send them up to space. I actually got byproducts from space sorted. So, like, if anything clogs up, it'll actually get shipped back down to planet side. I think that'll be good. And yeah, I'm looking at my notes for this diary entry, and the last thing there was that I got all those resources cleared out. So that's weird. I don't remember why I wrote this. I've been writing down my notes for the diary entries. This one's just talk about wiring. I'm not really sure. Like, I think I know what that's talking about, but I'm not too sure. So, like, the thing I love about Factorio, and it's just always enjoyable to me, is watching how I build things and how I have to go back and rebuild them and make them better. Like, I am evolving in my craft, and I love that, you know? Like, I could see that I've made something that's horrible, and then I have to go back and rebuild it, and then just like, this is fascinating. It's something that I always like seeing. And, you know, I understand why, like, teachers and stuff love what they do, because, you know, they see that exact thing on a daily basis. And, you know, they teach you the right way to do it. And it's just always interesting. Oh yeah, one thing I wrote down. I wanted to mention that it, how much because I took a shower this morning before stream, and my hair has been soft all day, and I've just been loving it. I do really enjoy when my hair is super soft. Because I've got, you know, shoulder length hair, and I do just love when it's nice and soft. Okay, last two things? Yeah, I got two more things. So, there's some more stuff that I want to do on stream, like game-wise. But, you know, right now I'm caught up with Factorio, and I want to finish that. And then there's Star Sector, which, you know, I also want to finish. And I've got some stuff that I want to do on there, too. Like, I want to help out the people who hired me, because they're getting invaded by a bunch of spaceships, and I want to bring all of my ships, even the ones that are kind of crappy, and to, you know, back them up, and hopefully I can salvage some of the people who's invading us, like the ships they have, because I'm trying to build up an army of ships, because I need them to fight like pirates and stuff. You know, if we get in a war with the faction who's invading us again, it'd be good to have to fight them off and maybe take back some of the stuff they took. But, you know, other stuff that I wanted to do on stream was like, I want to build a game. And I want to learn how to do it. Because I'm not very good. I did take coding in high school. I took it in college. for the almost 2 years I was in college. I did take some coding, and I, know the basics of like Java, and I got a little bit of C#, but I never really got too exposed to it. And I would like to make a game, because, I mean, I roleplay and this and that, and you make these fascinating factions and worlds and things, and it just makes you want to make a game about it. And the game would be inspired by something like Soda Dungeon, an infinite game, where you can just set it and forget it, and it just keeps going up and up, and then, as you go further into each area and all this, you learn more about the factions and all that. I think it would work really well. I do. But, like, I want to do the same thing with, like, Blender. I want to learn Blender, and I'd love to do it on stream, because it'd be great, timeline-wise. I could watch myself and how I'm improving, and just a beautiful thing, being able to watch yourself and how you've improved, and I think it helps a lot. It really does. I've always wanted to, like, dip my hand in Blender a bit, because I'm already pretty good at 3D modeling on the other side of the spectrum, because, like, I'm certified in the engineering side of 3D modeling, like AutoCAD and SolidWorks, that kind of stuff. Like, I'm pretty good in that. I ranked higher than national average in it. Probably in, like, I don't know, maybe upper 50% of people who use it. I mean, that's higher than national average, I guess. But that's a lot of geometry and planning things out, and it's nowhere near like what you do in Blender. I mean, it's something that I want to learn, because it looks fun. It'd be a great skill to learn too. And even if I don't make a career out of it, and it's just me fucking around with it and learning it, I think it would be a great use of my time. Because at the end of the day, I learned something. But I gotta find time to do that on stream. Which, honestly, I want to stream on the weekends too. Because the weekends just seem like a great time to stream, I'm not limited to 4 hours a day. I could go 8 hours. I could go 12 hours. I could have fun with it. Been thinking about it for the probably last week. I think I'd be just fine. Well, I guess I'm gonna end the diary here, but I'll make a little note. Well, I dropped that. Sorry, it's taking me a second to do this. There we go. I'm gonna make a little note. Oh. I kind of forgot that you can see my list here that I made for my diary. Okay, I'm gonna make a little note here, and I'm gonna put Soda Dungeon, because I'm gonna leave this on overnight, because I'm kind of curious to see if I die or not. Because I don't know, I've got all the characters in the game pretty high level with their like relics and stuff, but I'm kind of curious to see how far they'll get. But I'll definitely update update you on that tomorrow. I'm gonna go 4,100. Because I guess after this, I'm gonna go to bed. Get ready. I'll edit this in the morning and then I'll get ready for stream. I think that's a good idea. Well, everyone, I hope you have a good night. And if you're listening to this in the morning, I hope you have a good morning. And I wish the best on you. I do. Alright, goodbye.